Hey guys, I'm out here in front of the comic book store somewhere behind me, and I'm waiting to meet Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, and hopefully he can sign this for me. Let's see what happens. Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Games. Thank you for stopping by. In this video, we'll be talking about Jason David Frank, who is the Green Ranger, and how he signed my copy of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. So let's go ahead and get into it right now. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and discuss Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. So this video game is basically like a fighter. It's similar to like Street Fighter and stuff like that, and the moves are very simple. They're not that hard to understand or do on the screen. You have a ton of different like Power Rangers and stuff like that, and we have the Green Ranger, and also we have the Red Ranger voiced by their respective actors, which is really awesome to see that. Now this video game it was on sale and I wanted to get it, so I bought this I think like towards the end of like last year maybe, or maybe the beginning of this year. I can't remember when exactly I got it, but I got it for super cheap on Amazon for like 15 bucks or something like that. And I got it and I'm like, oh, that's cool, that's a good game to play or whatever. But then I found out that Jason David Frank, who is the Green Ranger, I found out he was coming to my local comic book store, and I was like, that's awesome. So I went ahead and I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and see if I can get this game signed. And I know I talked about it in my last video about the games that I got or whatever, and I'll post it up here somewhere where you can watch later. I talked about in that video that I wanted to have this game autographed by the Green Ranger, and I was going to try my best to do so, and it did happen, guys. So here, if you can see up here, we have the autograph. He put it to me here, to Pablo, and it's really awesome, guys. Now, it was really awesome meeting Jason. Basically, the way it happened, or the way it worked in my comic book store, we had an app on the phone, and basically that held our spot in line. And then whenever it came to our turn, they would send us a text message saying, hey, come to the building and get ready to meet Jason. So whenever it was my turn, I was number 47 in line. They called my number up. I went inside and I talked to them a little bit there. Then they said, hey, do you want to buy some stuff? And I said, of course I want to buy some Power Ranger stuff. So I got this awesome poster here of him as the Green Ranger. I got this poster and he signed it down here for me. He was basically having a bundle where he charged for the poster and like one signature. But he signed two things for me. He signed the poster and then he also signed the game. And not only that, guys, but he opened up the case and he took out the actual game and he signed this too, which was really awesome. I'll show you guys close-ups later in the video, but he signed this too, and it was really freaking awesome that he did that. And he's like, oh, do you want this signed? And I'm like, I don't know. I already paid for the other stuff. How much would that be? He's like, no, don't worry about it. It's free. But guys, I just want to go ahead and talk to you guys about how down to earth he was. So Jason David Frank was literally like a super chill guy, and when I went to go talk to him, I was a little nervous because I'm like, this is one of my childhood heroes. He literally like watching Power Rangers after school, like every single day in elementary school for me was awesome. I could not wait to go home, watch them, do the whole karate thing, like martial arts, and take on the bad guys, and then go to school the next day and talk about it with my friends and how awesome the Red Ranger was, and the Green Ranger and the White Ranger, how like he made his appearance onto the show, and when he revealed himself, I was like, oh, it's Tommy. That's freaking sick. It was so awesome back then. And then seeing him going up to this person that meant so much to me back then, it was like, yo, I can't believe I'm here right now, about to meet him. So when I went to go talk to him, I said, I'm a huge fan. I love the Power Rangers from back in the day. It was really awesome growing up with this. And he's like, I know it's been, a lot of people say that. And it was a really awesome experience for him, he said, to, play the role and the things he learned, and how it's still a big part of the world. And like a bunch of people love the 90s Power Rangers, and he still meets thousands of fans. And he's like, sometimes going back and watching those episodes is so awesome. And I really love that a lot of people still watch that, because it's like a way for you to disconnect from real life. You watch movies and episodes, and you go into comic books. So he told me he's big into comics as well. He loves that as well. And he's like, is a way for us to disconnect from reality. And then I'm like, yeah, you know, that's what I do with video games. So he did talk about video games, and he's like, oh, so this game or whatever, like, you know, you want this sign, you know, as a collector? Are you a collector? And I'm like, I'm a collector, but I am also like, I talk about video games on my YouTube channel. He's like, oh, what's the channel? So he talked about that too. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. Just, you know, whenever you get the picture and stuff, because I did take a picture with him, which I'll put on the screen now. And that was an awesome experience there. But that picture, he says, you know, tag me in social media and I'll go ahead and follow you or whatever. So I'll be amazed if he does follow me on either Twitter or Instagram. That would be awesome, guys. But yeah, so he was like, are you a collector or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, I do collect, but I also play a lot of games and stuff like that. And I talk about it. He's like, you know, that is a great way also to disconnect and experience new worlds and stuff like that through video games and comic books and stuff like that. So that is awesome. He was really down to earth, awesome to talk to. He was talking to me for a while, and I felt like, you know, I don't know. I know a lot of people want to talk to him that were in line and stuff like that. I don't want to hold up the line, but he's still, like, he didn't rush me. He was just there talking and talking and talking, and I was like, that is awesome. This guy's super freaking cool. And before I forget, he also included, like, this Legend of the White Dragon little card in here. He also signed that, and a little sticker as well. He said he's working on the new project, and he can't wait for it. The sticker here. So he said, after we were done talking, I went to go talk to the other guy that was basically authenticating all these signatures. So he gave me this certificate of authenticity. I paid $10 for this. It has the guy's signature here. So this makes that this game, this signature autograph is real. It's not fake. So I am super happy to have this in my collection, guys. I'm going to put this in some kind of box or something, like a protector for video game cases. I'm going to put that in the case. And I'll leave this to my kids so that, you know, whenever they're older, they'll be like, oh, my dad met the Green Ranger. That's awesome. And I'll be able to, you know, show them and talk to them. I can't wait to show them, like, the episodes and stuff like that. They're a little too young for that right now, but I cannot wait to get into it and show them the Power Rangers. That's going to be awesome. I cannot wait, guys. So this was really awesome. A highlight both of the game room here and a highlight of my whole life, you know, meeting somebody that is so awesome. I mean, if you lived in the 90s, if you were growing up then, you know who the Power Rangers were. You know the awesome cast and characters, and it was so awesome. I'm so happy that I met him. And guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for stopping by. Again, this is a really cool game. I mean, it's not the best, like, you know, when it comes to art and move set and stuff like that. Like, it does have a couple little things there that didn't make me happy, like very, you know, minor moves and glitches that didn't work very well together when trying to pull off a combo. Like, it's nothing out of this world, but it is, like, you know, little nitpicky stuff there. But overall, the game was decent. It was not the best, but it is decent, and I'm very happy to have it signed, and so excited to have this in my collection. Thank you again. I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe and peace out.